Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final episode of Hot Boy Stutter, episode 8.
Yes, procrastination at its finest, the both of us.
Yeah, procrastination got the best of us. So this episode was supposed to come out a while ago.
But we've just been so busy. It's hard for us to really find the time for us to both record, I find. But we made it work this week, but a little bit of Netflix here and there.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's hard for us to find the time or it's just the prioritizing issues because a lot of good shows came out on Netflix. Like we were watching Squid Game. You was also great, and
Dynasty we're watching now. So
yeah,
maybe it's the priorities.
Yeah, so it's priorities, but we have a great topic for you guys today. So we're going to talk about shooting your shot and the fear of rejection.
Yeah, but I feel like before we get into that, I mean, I guess this topic kind of aligns, but we should talk about what happened over the weekend because with this podcast, we are just getting a lot. I won't say harassing. We're not getting harassed a lot. I would say minor, but there are a few issues like people messaging us and being a bit strange.
Yeah, of course, you're going to have those people who have certain feelings towards you and stuff like that. So, yeah, last weekend I received a message from this random guy at about 4 a.m. And the message said, I can't even remember now, but it said, "Why you don't answer my boy? LOL, too many options. You wouldn't know a good guy." Oh, then they said, "Oh, watch your podcast. Pretty good, but you wouldn't know a good guy if he had a sign that said God sent in front of him." Something like that. So I'm confused because I honestly thought, so the person, when they sent that message, they sent like my Tinder profile, like a screenshot of my Tinder profile with the message. So I'm here like I barely go on Tinder. I feel like I've matched with maybe like 4 guys in the past couple of weeks. So I'm trying to figure out who he's talking about. So then I went on his Instagram and noticed that he went to, I'm not even going to say the university, but I noticed that he went to a specific university. So I went to my Bumble queue and I saw a guy who also went to that university. So silly me just assumed that this was the guy that he was talking about. But on Bumble, I actually had like 3 guys that I had talked to over the last couple of weeks. Like they just fell off, but still. So I had 3 recent conversations. So I just pinpointed it to that guy based on the school that he went to. So I actually thought it was that guy, and then come to find out it wasn't.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Well, yeah. So basically, this guy messages me on behalf of his friend, complaining, saying how I didn't answer his friend's message, and basically saying I'm an idiot and wouldn't notice like a good guy if they had a God sent sign in front of me, blah blah. So I was debating whether or not I should answer the message. So I sent it to all my friends.
Don't even answer, but mind you, it's 4 a.m. and this person sending a message. Like, so what are you guys doing?
That's the main thing I'm confused about. Like it's 4 a.m. and you're sending me this kind of aggressive message, like for your friend. It's not even you that I didn't message. Apparently it was his friend. So he's like in his feelings about something that happened to his friend and felt the need to message at 4 a.m. So whatever. So I answered the message. I wasn't going to answer, but I answered. And I think I said something like, "Why are you sending me like an aggressive message in the morning? Your friend," I think I said something about like it's not that serious that I didn't answer your friend, like chill. And then after he got even more upset when I said chill, because he's like, "That's the issue. Like girls are like you aren't serious, blah 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 blah." I'm like, it's just not that serious for you to follow up with me on Instagram. First of all, for your friend, and message me at 4 a.m. again. Like it's really not that serious. You know how many people haven't answered me on these dating apps, and I don't go following up on Instagram.
That's the number one rule. You can't take these things to heart. Like you can't take these dating apps to heart. If you're taking it to heart, then that's going to be an issue, and you're going to constantly find yourself in mental despair. I feel like, or distress. You can't really take it to heart. Someone doesn't message you after a 30-minute conversation you have with them, or an hour conversation, then they're just not interested. So take it and go. I just don't get that. Please,
I've been like I'm supposed to be hanging out with certain people, and it comes to the day we're supposed to hang out, and I'm not hearing from them. And you know what? I just keep it moving. Like,
that's what you're supposed to do on these apps. Like I guess that's the issue with it, but also it's something that you have to deal with. It's just not, you're just not gonna be talking to people for 5 days or whatever. If they're not interested, they're gonna drop off. Like that's just
if they're not interested, then they're not going to follow up. So basically, he was upset I didn't answer his friend, and then we kind of went back and forth. And I was just saying, listen, it's not that serious. And then I realized who he was talking about, and come to find out, this person did not even send me a message. So the person that this guy was referring to, I didn't match with him on any dating app. He was commenting on certain Instagram posts and like YouTube videos. And I looked at my DMs on Instagram. I have 0 messages from the guy. So his friends getting all upset saying I didn't answer his message when the message from him is non-existent. Like I literally have no messages from him. I checked on our shared account, no message from him in my DMs. I asked Kayla to check, no message in her DMs because people will mix us up. So I'm like, can you just check to see if this guy messaged you?
Yeah,
Because
and
I
I
don't have
didn't
a
see
message
anything
from him.
either. And also stuff go to message requests and like I would just delete them all. So it's like for also that's an issue too. Like if you clearly didn't see that any of us opened the message,
Mm-hmm.
then we didn't see it.
Yeah, so
I
it's
feel
like
like he
you're
made it seem like we saw the message and left
yeah.
him on
So
red.
he's like he it seems like he was complaining to his friend that we ignored his message or whatever
When there's no,
when
I
there's
don't
no
even see the
message.
message. Yeah. So
Yeah, so then his friends all like in his feelings saying, "Oh, why are you ignoring my boy?" when there's no message to ignore. So yeah, I eventually realized who he was talking about, and at this point, I'm just fed up. This guy's acting like he knows me, going off, sending me recommendations. Oh, watch this girl's podcast because she knows what she's talking about. Oh, like you guys wouldn't know a good guy if he came to you. Like your podcast is all about this, and that, but a good guy is right in front of your face. And meanwhile, this
no
guy
one
did
even
not
knows
even
this
message me.
man.
Like,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
I'm like, you're saying he's a good guy. Yeah, you're his friend, obviously. But at this point, I'm like, I'm glad that I don't even like didn't even get a message from whoever his friend was. Because if you have these kind of people in your circle, I don't even want anything to
But
do
that's
with
the
you.
thing too. It's like this guy was trying to vouch for his friend, but you're coming aggressive, rude. Like I don't know how he thought that was gonna be look
And then
good
he
for
tried to
his
say it was
friend.
all in jest, but I was like, okay,
But
like
it
you're
clearly
doing a
wasn't.
lot.
But either way, like if I'm getting that type of message, I'm like, I don't even want to be around you if these are your
Yeah, just a
friends
turn off.
gonna come at me rude. If he had just said, hey, my friend had messaged you, maybe you didn't get it, but he's interested. That would have been better. He sent some long message sending your
Mm-hmm.
profile, basically harassing us or harassing you,
Yeah.
which is not cute, not a good look. Like women have to deal with that on a daily. Like you don't need to be coming aggressive. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
And
number
this
one
is why a
issue.
lot of women don't like to go out or like because when you have to turn someone down or if you're not interested, you
Mm-hmm.
kind of have to wonder what how they're going to react. Like, is this guy gonna, if someone buys you a drink at the bar and you take the drink, but then you don't end up wanting to hang out with them later at night, are they gonna get pissed off? And like this person is getting upset over an ignored message, supposed message
That
on
we no one
Instagram
none of us saw. You
that none of
didn't
us
see it.
have.
I haven't seen it. He's claiming
Yeah,
he messaged you. You don't see it. He's claiming he messaged.
and you're
Well, I don't.
already complaining to your friends or whatever you're doing and your friends coming at me this and that, this is
Yeah,
all
and
on social media. What if this happened at a bar and it's like I like if women have real fear. It's not even women, just anyone in
yeah,
general
it's not
who
even anyone. Yeah, everyone in
yeah.
general. But it's just funny to me because like you haven't even had a full conversation with this person and he's already showing this really like not obsessive, but the friend is showing this crazy attitude.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
not
a
like you went
friend.
out
I just
on
don't
one
get it.
date. Like if you went
Yeah.
out on one date and you just ghosted, okay, maybe I get why the friend's
Mm-hmm.
coming at you. But you haven't had no convo with this person. You haven't met face to face. There's no interaction, and the friend is acting as crazy.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
then the
what I
friend
don't
started
understand.
like afterwards when I'm like, you don't know me, like you're coming at me because you've seen a couple episodes of the podcast where like my sister and I share what we want to share. Like you can make your judgments, whatever. But like people know me. Like, so I don't even know why you're in my messages. Like I have friends who know me. Like you
Mm-hmm.
watch a couple episodes and already judging. Then he started to say, oh, I'm not judging, like no judgment here, and like you're too pretty to be single and blah blah blah. So trying to throw in like a nice compliment there. At this point it's too late. Like you pissed me off already. You messaged me at 4 in the morning with this
It's just
nonsense. Like
crazy. I just really don't get it. When I heard this, I was so shocked. I just don't know how they thought it was
he's
gonna
lucky I
end.
didn't just block him right then and there. Now I just block both of them because then the friend now who actually claims to have messaged one of us, who
Mm-hmm.
this guy was trying to vouch for and defend, now he comes and starts saying he wants to apologize on behalf of his friend, blah, 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 blah. Would love to take you out. Think this is a funny story that we can all like basically laugh about. I'm just like, you know what? I didn't even answer that guy at that point. I'm just like, this is my whole weekend back and forth with the friend. Now with this guy coming in my messages, I just said I had enough and I just blocked both of them. Done.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like that's a whole mess. That's just definitely something not to do. Like if you're trying to get a girl's attention, that's what not to do.
Yeah. So that story was just a whole confusing mess. But yeah, now this brings us into our topic shooting your shot and the fear of rejection. So I feel like I'm the kind of person who I've always feared rejection. Like I'm the kind of person where if I like someone, I'll be helping them find someone else. Like they won't know that
Yeah.
I actually like them, but I'll be their wing woman, like their matchmaker. They want to get some girl's number, I'll be right there beside them, like going to chat it up with the girl and like helping them get her number. Or yeah, like I don't know, I just never let people know that I like them. I'll
Yeah, and
just
that
kind of
never
sit in
works
the
out for
background.
you.
Yeah, I'll just sit in the background and kind of just feeling depressed, like, wow, like they don't even notice me. But yeah.
Meanwhile, yeah, you're not doing anything to really make you notice. And I mean, for me, I feel like I have a bit more. I feel like I'm a bit more willing to approach people first, but only approach people first online. So I think that's the issue. Like I'll never go to someone at a bar and just be the first one to walk up to them. I'm always just kind of like, maybe they'll come to me, which I think is an issue. But I have more courage online, which I need to work on. But I find I still have that fear deep down in person, but online I'm kind of like it's a
Yeah.
different vibe, I guess.
I
But
wish I was the kind of person who, if I saw someone that I was interested in at a restaurant or a bar, that I could just go up to them and like write my number on a napkin and slide it to them. Like, I just wish I had that kind of confidence, but I
yeah,
just don't. I just don't. I remember when I used to bartend and serve at a restaurant, someone had a piece of paper and they wrote their number down in their Facebook and they're like, come to my play, because they were an actor. They said, come to my play on this date, and then they just wrote the date and like their number and stuff, and I was like, oh, like I wish I had this kind of guts. Like
and you didn't go.
I didn't go, but still I was like, oh damn, like this guy really did it.
Yeah, someone did that to me as well. They put their number on like a card or something when I was doing the cash. And it was just like, call me, and I was screaming.
Yeah, like I just don't have that confidence, which is sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just brings me back to like that fear of rejection. I just don't know what it is, but I just don't want to be left on red after sending like that message like, hey, like
But then
want to
yeah,
hang out.
so let's go back to this guy though, because he said that him commenting on the YouTube video was him asking you out. So that's another thing.
Oh
That's
yeah.
I feel like that's a cop out. It's like, so that's basically, I feel like he was scared of getting rejected too. It's like,
Well, no, what he said was basically him commenting on our videos and our like Instagram stuff was him showing interest, because I said to his friend like the guy wasn't
yeah.
even showing any interest. So not him asking out, but just him showing that he's interested. But then he said,
Well,
"Oh, I
whatever. Yeah.
wasn't
So
going
him
to."
shooting his shot, like showcasing that
Yeah.
he's
But then he
interested.
said I wasn't going to ask you out in the comments. That's why he said he sent the message, which none of us got any message from him. So yeah. So he
Yeah,
was
but
saying,
basically him talking in the comments, it was like him trying to shoot his shot type of thing is basically what,
I guess,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what he's saying. But
Yeah.
it's really a cop out because he's not being direct.
Yeah, so
So
it's kind of just like, because lots of people comment on people's stuff. I
yeah.
comment on people's stuff doesn't mean I'm interested in them like that. So for you to think I'm a mind reader, first of all, and I'm like, oh my god, like this guy wants to like hang out and wants to do all this.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking that far into that. Like you're watching our videos, obviously we're going to interact with people who watch our stuff because it's appreciated. So that's what we're doing. Like no one was
Yeah.
assuming that, oh, this guy wants to ask you out on a date. So yeah, that was kind of weird there.
Yeah. So instead of being direct, he's doing this whole run around. And it's like clearly he's just scared of getting rejected, is what I find. So,
or just scared to just say, hey, do you want to go
mhm.
out? Maybe not scared of rejection, but just scared to even just ask people to hang out. Because there are some people who are just scared to ask people out in general.
Mhm.
Like me, when I'm on these dating apps and I'm just waiting for someone to ask, and then it comes time for me to ask, I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, see me, no. Like a lot of times, I've been the one to ask people out, and it's actually worked out. But then nothing else happens afterward. But
Yeah,
I've actually taken an initiative to ask
because I
people
also
out.
feel like it's annoying if I have to ask all the time. And that's the thing with
Mhm.
Bumble. I already have to message first. So now if you're making me have to ask to hang out first, it's just not it for
Yeah,
me. But
no,
I'll still do it, but it's just you lose points.
yeah. But I mean, so then do we think that it's worth the potential rejection then making the first move? Clearly, like we don't think so because we both don't do it. So
Yeah, we both don't do it. Ugh, but then I feel like I've maybe missed out on some good guys that
Mhm.
maybe just didn't know that I was interested in them because I wasn't forward enough and I didn't say, hey, like, I like you in this way.
Yeah, I feel like it has a lot to do with like we don't have the confidence too. So we need to build up our
Yeah.
confidence because yeah,
Mhm.
we
I'm just
are.
like, oh, they wouldn't even look twice at me like that.
Yeah, because I feel like yeah, we are missing out on potential opportunities. Maybe in our head we're like, oh, he wouldn't like me, this, and that. But then we don't know because we didn't even actually go up to them, didn't have a conversation. So maybe we are missing out on people. So that's something for us to work on.
Yeah, definitely something to work on. But I know for a fact that um I don't know, because would it be obvious if someone was interested in me? I guess no, because I'm here saying like it's not really that obvious. So
Yeah,
I
and you
guess
yourself don't make it obvious when you're interested in
yeah, because I
someone.
kind of like
So
hide in the background and just pretend I don't like them. Yeah. So I guess I do need to be more forward. But
mhm.
speaking of shooting your shot, so can we talk about how the guy that I messaged, who one of my MPI guys,
Oh yeah.
and I literally just
Well,
came out.
MPI means minimal possible investment. For those of you who didn't watch our other episode where we
Yeah,
talked about that, it just means basically that guy that's always in the back burner. He reappears every few months or so and really just puts in no effort, but you're still interested and still, I guess, want to give them a chance, even though
yeah,
they're giving you
even though
nothing.
they don't deserve it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with this guy, so he's my minimal possible investment guy, I like to call him, from how long has it been? Maybe 5 years now. Whatever. So I spoke about him in another episode, but a couple weeks ago, I just sent him a message. I don't know why I still message this guy. I do
Yeah.
not know why. But I sent him a message and I said something like, um, I just don't understand why it's been so long and we still haven't hung out yet. And this man had the audacity to say, oh, I've always thought you were cool, and still think you're cool, but I've literally just been busy every time you ask me to hang out. Then he said, for the last 3 years, haha.
That's
So he
so
said he's
bad.
been
Like, I'm
busy for the
shook.
last 3 years. That's why he has not been able to hang out with me.
Mm-mm.
Man, I just felt it when he said that, because then I didn't even really think much of it when he said I've just been busy for the last 3 years. I was kind of like, okay, like, wow, this guy's so rude. But when I actually sat down and thought about it, I was like, no, this is beyond rude.
The fact that he actually had the audacity to say for the last 3 years. If he said I've just been busy, okay, but he had the audacity to put for the
No,
last
even if
three
he just
years.
said without the last 3 years, it's still rude, because I see you hanging out with all your friends. I
Yeah.
see you doing this. So for you to say you're busy, like, it's over 5 years and you're telling me you can't find 1 minute of your time to do anything, like, clearly you don't want to hang out. So it's not
Yeah.
that you've been busy, it's just that you're just not interested. So, and I literally flat out just said, like, just let me know what it is. And he said, oh, it's really
Mhm.
nothing. Like I said, what's the issue? Like, why haven't we hung out? And he said, oh, it's nothing. I've just been busy. No, there's something else. It's not that you've just been busy.
Yeah. So
So
again,
yeah.
there's an example of you taking the initiative and it's just not working out well.
Yeah.
So
And this is why I don't take the initiative. So that's definitely the last time. Actually, no, because then there's a guy on Bumble who I asked to hang out with, and then it's time to hang out, and then he just ghosted me. So I'm getting better.
yeah, you're getting
Like, the
better.
results aren't hitting, but I'm getting
Yeah,
better.
we're not getting results, but I think the next step is for us to do it in person, though, is what I'm saying. Like at a bar and stuff like that. That's the next
Mm-mm.
step. So we'll
Lord
see
help
how it
me.
goes. We'll see how it goes. But I mean, overall, I think realistically in my heart, I know that it's worth the potential rejection shooting your shot because again, you'll
I know at this point, it's just like, just get rejected and who cares?
yeah.
It's better than not trying and not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my new motto.
Yeah.
Rejection, who cares?
What's that cool?
Let
It's
me get that tatted.
better to have loved than to not have loved at all. You know, it's better to have tried than to not have tried at
I
all.
thought it was, it's better to have loved than to have lost. Or is that something else?
I think
Mm,
I'm right, but we'll see.
I'm not good with quotes.
We'll see, but I think I'm right.
Yeah. So I
Maybe
mean,
it's better to have loved than lost than to not love at all. Maybe that's what it is.
yeah. God, can someone let us know what the quote is? This is bad. I okay, so I feel like I actually have gotten better. I do have a fear of rejection still, but using apps like Bumble have really helped me kind of come out of my shell, because usually I don't even message guys. Like, I'll match with them and just let the match expire, because I'm just like, oh, this guy is like not gonna be into me. Like, and I just start like thinking about all the worst thoughts. So I'm just like, oh, there's no point in me
But
even
it's like not
messaging.
gonna be into you when they're the like they like
Yeah, but
you
there's so
back.
many people that match, and then it's just they're
It's
not.
an
It's just like
accident.
an accident, or like maybe they thought you looked okay, and then now it's like, I don't know. So
Yeah.
I just start thinking, oh, I'm not even their type. Like, how did this even happen, kind of thing. So I just don't even
Yeah.
bother.
Yeah. So sounds like we got some things to work on.
Yeah, but I think we've come to the conclusion that shooting your shot is worth the
Mm-hmm.
potential rejection, because you don't know until you try.
Yeah, basically. Well, that wraps up this conversation. So, thanks again to everyone who has been listening, commenting, giving feedback. We really appreciate it. Now, since this is the last of season one, we are going to spend some time thinking about season two and what we want to do. And we
Yeah,
want to bring
season
some guests
two.
up
Yeah,
on.
season two is going to be bigger and better. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
definitely bring some guests. And what else? Yeah, we're just gonna be doing some
Getting
games.
some more perspectives would be
Yeah,
good.
getting some perspectives from like all different kinds of people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, season two is definitely going to be fun. And yeah, just continue on our journey. Follow us on social media. at Hot Boy Stutter. And you can also follow our shared Instagram, KXKen. So that's KAYXKEN. And yeah, follow us on Spotify. I'm not sure what you can do on Apple.
Yeah.
Give us a
And
rating.
yeah, well, on YouTube, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do that and give it a thumbs up too.
Yeah, so we're taking a break just in time for cuffing season. I need to mention that. So yeah, the cuffs are not on still, but we're still on the hunt. So
Yeah,
you
we'll
know
see.
what? By the time season 2 comes, guys, let's hope that both of us at least
I
have cuffed
know.
someone for cuffing season and have some like prospects for Valentine's Day.
I'm really not banking on it, but
I'm
we'll
not
see.
banking on it either, but
We'll see.
the effort is there. Like we're definitely trying. So stay tuned to find out if you have had a successful cuffing season or not.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.